All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another DC Worlds Collide video. This is Mr. Squirrel, as always. Glad to have you here. So, this is rank 10, badge 10, Pandora. I will say, before anything else, her badge 30 is pretty busted. I'm gonna run through the build that I'm running with her, my general guide on how I'm speccing her out, and just where she's really good. So we're gonna do a guide to her. First thing I do want to go over is I have her at badge 10, which means that her noble sacrifice gains 50% heal crit rate. This means that there's a higher chance that the heal part of it will crit and it'll do more healing. Her badge, all of her badges are very good. 20, 30 are all amazing. This is one of those characters that she is a support that does damage. And I just want to stack as much attack on her as possible. I think right now with gearing, it's a little bit more challenging to do that. I'm going to talk through the build that I'm running with her. So again, this is badge 10. I am working on her to get her to badge 30. That will take a while because we need more badge materials. I'm going to run through the artifact that I'm running on her though. So I'm currently running the Canary War Cry on the Canary Cry Bomb War Cry Bomb, and I think this is without a doubt her best in slot artifact, because what it does is it increases the damage, heal, and shield effect of the first ult cast. Her first ult is dealing damage and healing, which means that you're increasing 2 of the 3 pieces to this thing. The next thing, after she casts her ult, her next attack will stun, has a 100% chance to stun. And then finally, at rank 3, decrease the ult points spent when casting the first ult. So this means that she's going to get a point back for the first time. So her first ult's going to be pretty nutty. Overall, it's giving quite a bit of stats here. I run her with 4 speed, 2 heal crit, because that's just what I also have. Now, personally, I do think you should run her both of her sets should be attack based, attack bonus. I only have an HP bonus here, so that's why I'm running this. Now, why do I think heal crit? Actually, I need to lock that up. I don't know why I didn't. One is because not a lot of people use it, so it's a set that I can actually just allocate to my healers, which we also don't have a lot of. She also gets a lot of heal crit in her kit, so this actually is okay on her. So she's going to be healing more. The other thing about her heal is it can spread out depending on whoever has the lowest HP. So it's not just a single target. Depending on like a bullet, then it heals. And so you can spread out the healing. Now, you can run her with attack. I personally like her with speed. Now, she already gets speed in her badge. That doesn't matter to me. I want her with as much speed as possible. And there is a reason. So let's explain what her kit overall does. So first thing, noble sacrifice. She shoots an enemy, sacrifices 20 of her HP, 20% of her HP, 6 shots. Each shot will deal 40% damage, and then it will heal for 65% of her HP to the lowest HP enemy. Lowest HP ally, and it'll heal. So it can spread though. It's not just one ally is going to get the heal. It will spread depending on whoever's got the lowest for each bullet. Her basic is just shoot someone for 150%. It's nothing special. Now, this is why I run her with a lot of speed. Grants the ally with the lowest proportion of HP, 1 stack cloak, and a shield. The shield can go up to 235. It also cleanses. This thing is a beastly shield. This is why you want to stack as much attack on her as possible, and you want her going as fast as possible so she can keep throwing this thing out. I run 4 speed with her because of this, because she is going to be doing damage because I have a ton of attack percent on. I'm going to be putting more attack percent on her comms and accessory pieces when I get more of them, but she's just will have like that attack stat is going to yield higher defensive value because of her shield that she's getting. Now, this next passive is insane. Part of the reason I almost maybe even want to leave a little bit of HP on her so she's a little bit more tanky and survives stuff a little bit better is because each time she loses a total of 10% of her max HP, she permanently gains 7% attack. After she's triggered this 10 times, it lowers down to 3% attack boost. So she's permanently right now, She gets actually 10%, and once it's been triggered 10 times, she will permanently increase heal shield crit by 50%. So she becomes monstrous as the fight goes on. Part of the reason I actually kind of like keeping a little bit of HP on her versus attack is because I like her being a little bit tankier to make sure she can survive to the end versus just getting murked somewhere in the beginning of the fight, right? In terms of damage, it'll be okay. It'll create an increase in damage, but my fear is that if I put too much attack on her and I don't give her some level of tankiness, she is going to just get crushed early on by some AoEs, and then I'm like, she's not like, she needs to build up is the point of the moral of the story. Right now, when this video comes out, I am going to have her running with Constantine. We haven't gotten the buffs yet when this video came out, so just take note of that. Constantine's thing is not considered a sacrifice yet, so it's important to note these things because her kit is functioning on this cleanse. Every time someone's HP is sacrificed, you get 3 debuffs or cleansed, 3 stacks of a debuff or cleansed. This isn't about her team synergy, but it is important to note this in her synergy. This is part of what she's doing. But right now, this is my current build. It's 221 speed, 14,000 defense, 93,000, about 94,000 attack, and 916,000 HP. I do like her running a little bit more on the tankier side just because it does help her stay alive in fights. Let's go see her and what she does kind of in different game modes. Okay, so here we go. One of the things I'm going to highlight about her is that she is very fast on this team. Now, the sacrifice component, now notice there's the cleanse that her team synergy is giving. We have the dampen on us right now. There's that shield that she just gave to Aquaman. It is, again, she hasn't built up a lot right now, so that I'm going to actually slow this down so people can see. So that shield is not as good. It's not as big of a shield right now. It will get more. It will get better and much as she gets more attack, as her passive keeps proccing over and over again. Constantine is her best friend because he will consistently keep having her lose HP. So Constantine is definitely one of her best friends on this team. And overall, I think it's just a really good character to always be running with her just because it triggers the passive or the team synergy. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to see with her right now. Okay, so here's her ult. She's going to do some, see, it procs the heal to different characters depending on if they, whoever has the lowest HP. So it's not like Kid Flash where it only heals one character. It'll heal multiple characters. Now she's got my whole team's got a lot of recuperate. This is because of the team itself. Does he give himself? He does give himself that buff. Okay, perfect. Okay, now, again, this is why I want her to run fast, because now I need her to go again, so that way she can't... Okay, this is a cleanse for him. Okay. All right. I want to see if she can get going again, so I can get her heal up. Who's got... Oh, he just murked her. That's not good. Ooh. See, there's that pass. Ooh, I'm dead. Yep. So this is why, again, I do like HP on her, because situations like this, where I just get straight up murked... This dude's team is pretty strong. So again, this is where this team does struggle with a lot of very, very high damage. If you just get flat out murked, this will happen to you. Now, granted, luckily I have won the other 2 fights, so I did win this overall, but let's keep checking her out. Okay, I picked this team because there's a ton of debuffs and a ton of stackable debuffs. And again, I like showing this with Pandora's team because it just... It really helps to see how this team just kind of removes debuffs. And this will get even better next week once we get the buffs for Constantine. Constantine just becomes a mandatory run with Pandora. Now, you see there's a ton of poison, bleed, slow, weaken. We've got almost every debuff known on this. Like, we have so many debuffs. All right, now as we're going to watch here, okay, here we go. I want her to get her heal up pretty soon. Okay, let's see. All right, ooh, so much debuffs. Okay, now we've got her. She just sacked off her own HP. She's healing up. He's going to do shelter on both of them now. And then, again, so every time she's losing over 10% of her HP, her attack is going up. Now, mind you, on top of this, she has a ton of strong attack because of Aquaman and Constantine. So I actually personally really like running her with, I don't know if I'm going to go to main stats with the accessory and the comms piece as attack, she to me really needs more survivability than she actually needs more damage. Because as the fight builds on, she gets very attack. Like her attack is skyrocketing because of all of the strong attack, the consistent strong attack. Like you're seeing right now, she's sitting at like always around 3, between 2 to 5 at any given point in time. So she has so much attack that there's really not a lot of a point. There's not much of a point to be building too much attack on her because she already has so much of it. She needs more ways to survive to the end game, as we saw a little earlier. All right, I'm going to show you this fight, even though I'm going to get murked. Because this team is way stronger than me. Like this team is insanely stronger than my team, but we still want to show a little bit about Pandora. Now, one of the issues that Pandora does have, folks, is that if the other team is a lot stronger than her, she might struggle. She can get murked. This is why, again, I like building HP on her. This team will struggle. I wanted to see this in action against a team that is way stronger than my team, which it is. Whew. See, there you go. Because that was rank 10. What's his name? That was the rank 10 Judo Master. That's why everyone just auto-attacked him. But regardless, and now she's silenced here. Okay. We got, now mind you, again, we're getting kind of murked here. This was anticipated. His team is way stronger, like a lot stronger than my team. Okay, he just got a heal. Yeah, that's see, if the other team is a lot stronger, this team will, like in arena based content, as we can see here. But again, I like this on her, that HP we're seeing. She's surviving more than usual. Like she would have been dead earlier had I not given her that like 11% bonus HP here. And now she did, but it doesn't get rid of the silence. Okay, let's move on to the next. Okay, this, I think we're pretty evenly matched on this fight. It's hard sometimes to find fights that I'm evenly matched on with. And so we're going to try here, but because either I'm like going to murk them or they're going to murk me because of just power differences. Now, again, there's the frostbite. Now, when we look at Pandora here, again, one of the things I really want is her to be able to build up in these fights. The more she can build up, the stronger she will naturally get. Now, mind you, she is getting stronger here as she's losing more and more of her HP, like, and this accumulates over time. She is building up a ton of attack, right? And so it's the more she loses, the stronger this team overall gets. Now we're just healing. Now, again, that was her ult, so she just got more attack. Okay, perfect. Now that just gives us shelter here. Okay. That didn't do too much because of the shelter bonuses. Okay, now this might hurt a little bit. Not really. It's that silence that's a little brutal. Okay. But she doesn't, we're not worrying about silence with her because she already used her ult, so it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, now, okay, there's this. Now, again, I want her to go again. Because remember, the faster she's going, now we get some removal of the buff because of the sacrifice there. Okay, now as we watch her here, once she goes again, this is when she's going to proc her shield again. Okay, good. So we got our shield here. Okay, perfect. Now that's the shield. You can see her Team Synergy just procced. Okay, great. That's a lot of okay, well, he's gone now. Perfect. A lot of damage getting mitigated. Okay, there's a shield on her. She just put her passive on herself. All right, this is probably going to end most of them. Okay, and then now we heal everyone back up. This is why I really like this team, because it has so many ways to kind of get out of jail free. I do wish her Team Synergy gave a little bit more HP, but at the same time, the ability for it to... Okay, so let's see this team in action. Again, we're pretty evenly matched here. This team's got a lot of debuffs again, so we'll see how my team can do against it. Again, Pandora is really good against multiple debuffs. There's that shield. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that she gave it to her. Okay, perfect. Yes. And this is going to get rid of some buffs here. Yeah, goodbye buffs. Okay. Now that shield, see how that shield is good, and it only gets better. as the game goes on, because her attack is going up, but she's losing HP because she's on a sacrifice team. So the point here is that she gets so strong as the game progresses that I really do continue to emphasize the point that you really just want to give her more HP and defense and make her tankier to get to the end game where her attack is just going to be enormous. Now, could you put crit on her? Yes. I personally would rather just stack more defense on her and then make it so that she can get to the end game, and then that attack, her attack stat is absolutely like insane levels of destruction, because she's always sitting with a ton of strong attack because she's running with Constantine and Aquaman. Like, she has so much strong attack constantly that it really is kind of pointless to put too much attack on her and then lose the ability to make her more defensive in nature. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now she's back at 4 strong attack. She's got recuperate. All right, this team is now we're going to lose most of these debuffs because of fate. Perfect. Great. Look at that. All right. And then again, we're going to see her heal will be up in a little bit. Okay, he's attacking more again. And now, I'm not too worried about this because Aquaman, if he gets too low, Aquaman will heal. And we got a lot of debuffs sitting on this team right now. Now, did Aquaman, if he buffing himself? He is buffing himself. Okay. That's doing nothing. Okay, now Aquaman's going to give them both the buff. Okay. Keeps them safe for a little bit. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of strong attack. Now that shield, see, now that the thing is worn off, she now shielded herself, and that gives her a ton of sustainability. All right, perfect. And there's all the heals, and my team's back to full health. Yeah, that's it. Well done. Okay, we're running her in a convergence where she's not on a team at all, but it's on a green team. I figured, you know what? I'll just show this really fast to just demonstrate it. Now, this is actually not good because she's giving shields to block characters, and that does just overall hurt them. But I just wanted to show her real quickly on a non-sacrifice team. She's okay. But she loses a lot of her value on these teams just because she's not doing what she was intended to really kind of, I mean, she heals, which is good, but shields have a negative interaction with block, which is a problem here. But at the same time, I think overall she's still very good. She does, and I will say this, she does need investment though. That's a very, very important note about this character. She needs a lot of investment to be very good. So if you're going to go for her, just understand you need to invest in her. This Canary Cry Bomb that she has is what's making it so that I can ult with Aquaman right afterwards. And because her ult the first time only costs 2, right? Well, technically it costs 3, but then she gets a point back. Now, mind you, at rank 3 or badge 30, she's getting 2 points back, right? So it gets a little nutty as the game goes on. She is and that's always. So her first ult is going to essentially cost 1. So we'll come back. I want to talk a little bit more about her. Again, this is a character, like unlike Kid Flash, who you can kind of just throw on a team and he does what he needs to do. She's not like that. She needs specific setups. You really just want to run her on the sacrifice team with Aquaman, Mera, and Constantine. Those 4 together. And that's your team. And then you just throw whatever DPS you want on the team and it will work just fine. She is truly one of the, like, if you put time and energy into her, she will, like, give it back. She is one of those characters that is truly very much a late game kind of character, and you need high investment in her. But once you get that investment in her, because then if we look at her badge here, she's going to get more HP, more attack, more speed, more heal crit. Like, she's going to be healing so much and actually doing a lot of damage that she kind of is almost like a pseudo DPS, which is crazy, right? And then because she's got the Canary Cry Bomb on her, she also has a stun in her kit right now. So overall, I think I am not really going to change out too much of her gear right now. This is pretty much what I'm going. As I get stronger gear, I will replace it. But this is the build I think I'm going with, which is 4 speed, 2 heal crit. Could it be 2 attack, and that would probably be maybe a little bit better? Maybe, but she's already has such a nice high heal crit that adding 5% to it also is fine too. Would it be better if I had attack? Yes. Unfortunately, I'd rather give that to my attackers and my like on the 3 teams, give the attackers first and then save the heal crits for her later. But again, you do need to heavily invest in her. You do really want to get her alt to rank 3, badge to 30. You do need her. She needs to sit at rank 10 just because you also need her team synergy at rank 3, level 3. So she is a character that needs heavy levels of investment. I'd even say that the Canary Cry Bomb needs to be like rank 5 too, because it gives that final bonus right here where it decreases ult spent when casting the first ult by 1. That's really important with Aquaman, because if you have her going second, then Aquaman can actually trigger his next. And so like he can get it off in the same turn, which is pretty amazing. And even more so as the game goes on, that will actually be when you get her to badge 30, then she can actually trigger if the next person has a 3 cost ult. They like, let's just say I had Carol next, then Carol's going. So her first ult will literally go, and then the next person goes. Like that's what's crazy about her, is that you get that awesome ult, and then someone else is ulting right after. There's 2 ults in the second turn. But again, needs investment for that to happen. Overall, though, is she an amazing character? She's an amazing character. She is someone that if you invest in her, she will give back to your account. She is very good, but she needs to be invested, and she works with very specific characters. All right. I hope this video helps everyone. And as always, remember, failing is your first attempt at learning.